Good rising, brethren. This is Big Judah coming to you guys in California. Before I begin, give all praise to the Most High Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother. Who is wisdom? Who is the Holy Spirit? Acknowledgement to Yahweh Shai. I pray the Most High blesses this lesson this evening, gives more knowledge and understanding of the events of the past in order to understand events that are currently happening on the earth. So we get a much better understanding of the things that are soon to come on the earth. Brethren, we get into some of the esoteric information this afternoon. Get straight into this book right now, The Secret of the Illuminati by Elizabeth Van Buren. Now, as you guys can see, this book is really difficult to get your hands on. And when you're starting to look into these things, you've been told for so long, oh, this is evil, this is this, don't look at this book. I'm going to show you some more information where they're going to go into our Sefer Yetzirah and give us some information, about the scriptures, some deeper understanding, and also show you the importance of the Hebrew language and how, we understand that the Hebrew letters, also have numbers. They have number meanings as well. So you got numerology going on as well. So we're going to take a look real quick at a couple of pages and just share some information. You guys can do some research on your own as well. This is from chapter 7, Shamash. And let us made us a name, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth. Early Hebrew initiates believed that God taught a group of angels the secret laws before the fall of that these angels passed on the knowledge to Adam, so that fallen man might have a chance of regaining his lost inheritance through understanding the principles. The knowledge was then handed down to Noah, then Abraham, and afterwards to Moses, David, and Solomon. It is believed that it is while Abraham and Moses were in Egypt that some of the knowledge was gained by the Egyptians. Kabbalah, or Kabbalah, means secret tradition, the unwritten law. It was handed down for the most part by word of mouth, although there are several sacred manuscripts which deal with the law. The Kabbalists depicted the birth of sound by means of the symbology of letters. Some of the three greatest of the sacred Kabbalist books is the Sefer Yetzirah, translated by Reverend Dr. Isidore Kalish in 1877. This work states that God established 22 basic letters, combining and weighing them as though they were numbers. By these, he created all beings which exist and will exist. Of these 22 letters, 3 are said to represent the 3 first elements. They are called the 3 mothers, the A, the M, and the Sh sound, from which emanated 3 fathers, representing primordial air, water, and fire. These produced 7 letters, which are called simple letters, seen as the 7 planets, heavens, and their angelic beings. God is said to have loved 7 more than any other number. From this number, he also formed the 7 earths, the 7 days of the week. Above all, he created the 7 rays, from which all else emanated. So see the illustration 24. I got the next slide is going to have a bigger picture of that, So we'll take a look at that in a minute. We understand better the significance of the 7 as the most sacred of all numbers, when we read that these letters stood for the 7 dimensions: height, depth, east, west, north, south, and the holy temple, the mystic center from which all draw their energy. The Sefer Yetzirah states that from these 7 then proceeded the 12 simple letters. Amongst other things, that these represent the 12 signs of the Zodiac, the 12 hours in a day, and the 12 in a night. So returning now to the 3 mothers, these form the balance. The sacred book states, So let's take a look here real quick. If you look here, you got the Aleph, okay? You got the M right here for Mem. So you got the Aleph, you got the Mem right here, and you got the Sh, okay? Right there, the Sh sound, okay? So you got it can be either the Seen or Sheen, but this will actually be the Sheen, so the SH sound. Okay, so you got the Aleph right there, okay? You got the M for Mem right there, and the Sh sound, the Sh sound. And then you got the 7 letters right here. So you got the different ones right here on the outside as well. The Hey right there. Looks like the Dale right there. So you got different letters right here, okay? Like the Bet and the Vet as well. So you got different ones, okay? Then you got these ones all out here. So you got all the different ones. You got the Lamed right here, Ayin, okay? So you got these different ones right here. So you get the Yod as well, the Zadi, right? So you got different ones. So you got the 12 on the outside. So you got the 7 planets. You got the zodiacs represented out here for the 12 zodiacs as well. You got the 7 planets or 7 days of the week right there. And you know, like you have like the 7 holes in your head that actually also goes with it corresponds with the 7 planets as well. Hold on really fast. So, you know, you got your, let's see how they like to describe it. Saturn and Jupiter. You got Mars and Venus, right? You got the sun, you got the moon, and you also got Mercury as well. So, you know, you get your 7 planets represented, you got your 12 zodiacs, but you know, for all these times I've been telling you, don't look at the zodiacs, don't look here, don't look there. But see, even the alphabet is referring back, okay, to the zodiac, is referring back to the 7 planets, referring to the Trinity here in the middle, okay, where all these different letters are emanated from. So even within our own Hebrew alphabet, there's all these different things that are represented through our alphabet. And I'm sure it's even deeper because it probably talks about the numbers as well. But just showing the depth of these things and how deep this information goes. You know, I said that's why I think it's really important that, you know, we start to look at our alphabets once again. We start to look at this information again because it makes us understanding much deeper. It brings it, you know, it brings that richness and that enrichment to our understanding. So there's a reason why they cut us off from, you know, our our traditions, from our language. You know, they forced us to learn their languages and broke us away from ours as well. But you can tell, you see these, like I said, the 7 days represented. You see the 12 zodiacs represented. You see the 3 right there in the middle. It could be the father, son, and the mother, you know. And then you're going to see a little bit more with these 3 letters right here is going to make a word. They're going to bring it together, okay, to actually make a word. You got like I said, you got the Aleph, you got the Mem, and you got the Sh sound right there, okay. So they're going to bring it together to form a word. That's going to be what we're going to be seeing next, okay. So again, let's read the bottom. Returning now to the 3 mothers. These form the balance, the sacred book states. So right here. On the one side are the virtues, and on the other, the vices. 2 of the 3 being the polarities, and the third, the reconciling element between them, which keeps them in perfect equilibrium. We shall attempt to unravel the mystery of the 3 mothers here. The 3 letters rearranged spell mash or mosh. In ancient Sumeria, the god Shamash was the link between heaven and earth. He was in command of the eagles, linking him with the son of Osiris, the sun god in ancient Egypt, who was hawk-headed Horus. Shamash, whose name formed of the word mash, spelled backwards and forwards, represented the Trinity, the triangle of power from on high, which, as a creative energy, came to earth and blessed mankind with its light. Apollo, the Greek sun god, also was said to be the link between heaven and earth. And you see how the Greeks, yeah, me too. I have a story about this too, all coming way down the line, way later, just copying this information and then just putting their names on it and making it seem as if, Yeah, we were back there too, and we were coming up with all this stuff too. It's always just tagging along and throwing themselves in. But we understand what's going on here. Okay. So it says he rose on his golden arrow, symbol of the sun's rays, and traveled backwards and forwards as a messenger and bringer of life. His 7-string lyre proves that he was associated with music as well. So what are the he has 7 strings to go with our 7, the number 7, that we had from the Sefer Yetzirah. You see what I'm saying? Like this, copy the information and just kind of throw themselves in there. Oh yeah, we got that information too. We got the 7 lyre, all the same kind of stuff, man. They're always trying to do. They take our information, throw their names in it. Yeah, we got that too. But it's too late for that. We understand how all this is working out now. Okay, and the Mayan alphabet, X is pronounced like the English sh, and as a prefix to a noun, it indicated the feminine gender. It was the initial letter of words relating to water and generation, such as Zab, the abyss of water in which took place the generation Zab. Does this indicate that the sh of Shamash represents the feminine principle? In the language of the birds, which is the secret language of phonetic sound, sham and shem is heard in various languages, okay, in words which seem to hint at other dimensions. In the Babylonian epic of creation, it says, construct the gateway of the gods. Let its brickwork be fashioned. Its shem shall be in the designated place. The Bible states, and they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth. Name, okay, is the translation given to the word Shem, the word which is utilized in the original Hebrew version of Genesis 11:4. However, the words Shem and Shemaim, meaning heaven, stem from the root word, which translated as that which is highward. In Mesopotamia, text, the word Shem is used to describe the inner enclosure of a temple, the heavenly journey of a god or sea, okay? The time when a human ascended to heaven, but possibly the remembrance of the true meaning of the sound is retained in China. A Chinese teaching states that Shen is spirit, which cannot be heard with the ear. The eye must be brilliant of perception, and the heart must be open and attentive. Then the spirit is suddenly revealed through one's own consciousness. It cannot be expressed through the mouth. Only the heart can express all that can be looked upon. If one pays close attention, one may suddenly know it, but one can just as suddenly lose this knowledge. But Shen, the spirit, becomes clear to man as though the wind has blown a cloud away. The eye to which this refers, okay, is the third eye, the one eye. This is another name for the pineal gland, which is situated behind the forehead. In ancient Egypt, the right eye of Horus symbolized the sun, and the left, the moon. Okay? The one eye would therefore be the balance. Yeah, right there, you got that. And that's why when I was going over the planets, the right eye is considered like the sun. The left eye would actually be considered like the moon. So I guess actually the one on top, your penile one, your third eye right there, your pineal gland would be the third one, because it always seems to be two. There's like one that's like the good one, then the other one be like the bad one, and the other one in the middle is kind of like the one that kind of controls everything, keeps balance. So it would make sense that we would actually have 3 eyes, would it not? To actually keep balance between the good and the evil. It's it's just great information. I read this bottom part before with the Zohar, the most important of all the books of the Kabbalah, where that the Holy One created the upper and lower world as concentric shells, okay, in much the same way as a walnut is formed, okay. In the center, like a kernel, lies the mystic center, the radiant inner light. So like I said, this is a good, some information. You guys can do some research and throw some more information, so you guys have some more understanding in the comment section for the others to be able to, to share and everything else. We're going to start doing this more often, where I'll put out some of this information, and then we'll try to put as much as we can in the comment sections that they'll allow, but be able to share some of this information. There is so much, that we're going to be coming back to. See, we're getting our understanding as far as our physical history. We're getting that understanding about all the things that have been hidden. But we're also a huge part of this is also coming back to our spiritual understanding, our spiritual history as well. We have to have a balance of make sure we're going into both. We're getting it's beautiful. The Most High's given us our history back. He's given us our history back in that understanding, but he's also working to give us back our spiritual understanding also. And it's a beautiful thing. So like I said, you saw the 22 letters, our 22 Hebrew letters. You see how it's broken down between the 3 in the middle, right? The A, the M, and the sh sound. Then you got the 7 letters on the outside. 7 planets, 7 hours 7 days of the week. How Most High loves the number 7. And then the 12 outside of that, 12 hours, right? Well, 12 hours in a day, 12 hours in the night, 12, zodiac signs, all of that. All of that all goes back to our, our traditions, goes back to our vocabulary, actually to our Hebrew alphabet, the Aleph bet. Goes all back, so it's like a deeper understanding that the vast majority of people, won't see. These are the, esoteric teachings that have been hidden from our people. Shows you how deep our our Aleph bet is, and how deep our traditions are, and how they've been doing such a great job with hiding all this information. But our Father is calling us home and giving us this understanding once again. All praise to the Most High Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother. Who is wisdom? Who is the Holy Spirit? Acknowledgement to Yahweh Shai. Shalom.